Hi, I'm Nicole Franklin, a registered dietitian here with American Oncology Network. Today we're in the teaching kitchen and we are making one of my new favorite standby recipes, a cottage cheese frittata. So I've got my oven preheated to 350 degrees, and in this bowl I have 4 eggs. Eggs are a great source of protein, and they also have some great vitamins and minerals. We're going to add to that 3/4 a cup of cottage cheese. So the cottage cheese is going to be what helps us to kind of push up the protein content. And about half a cup of cottage cheese, it's about 13 grams of protein in there. You're not really going to notice it's in the frittata either. Just stick with me on that one. We're going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Now, if you were kind of thinking you were sensitive to salt, or maybe this was just a bit much for you, you can absolutely just either omit it, reduce it, or you could use some fresh herbs or spices. I'm doing about a 1/4 teaspoon as well of fresh cracked black pepper. And then we are going to be adding to that about half a cup of cheese. So this is where I'm starting to get kind of creative. So you can use different types of cheese, kind of based on what you have as your leftovers. I did a taco night recently, and I'm doing some of my taco leftovers, so I have cheddar cheese. You could absolutely do like a Gruyere. I've also done a little bit of a mixture of Parmesan cheese that I had left over. It was all delicious, but about half a cup in here. I'm just going to pour it right in. And then the recipe calls for about 2 scallions chopped. So they're in here. I'll tell you, if you had onions left over, say you didn't have scallions, but you had onions, what you can do is just go ahead and saute those on the oven, like on the stove. Saute them. If you had peppers, you could also put that with it. This is just a really nice base recipe to help you use up some of those veggies that you have in your fridge. So like I was telling you, I had my taco night. So I'm going to do a little bit of salsa in here just to kind of change it up. Again, just because I had it left over. You do not have to do that. You could absolutely just keep it just like this. But this right here is all that there is to this whole recipe. All I'm going to do from here is I'm just going to put it in an oven-safe dish. Now, if you were sauteing the veggies on the stove and your pan was oven safe, you could just add your eggs straight to that. I'm choosing a little bit of an easier for me route. So I'm just putting it right in here. And that is literally, that is the whole recipe right here. This is gonna just bake, and it's gonna be a long bake. It's gonna go for about 40 to 45 minutes, and it's gonna take every bit of that time. I've baked it, I'm gonna show you, I baked it in like a rectangular or square dish. I also like it in these round dishes where it looks kind of like a pie. You can serve it a little bit more traditional like you would a quiche or a frittata. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop this in the oven, and I had one in there baking. I'm gonna pull it out and I'm gonna show you what it looks like. This one's gonna go in, and I'm gonna actually grab these and I'm gonna pull one out. I'm gonna show you, you won't really see the cottage cheese. It's in there, the protein is definitely there, but you're not really gonna see it. It's gonna look a lot more like a traditional, just like an egg casserole. From here, what you could do if you were serving it, you can just serve it like this. You can cut it into squares, or if you're in the pie pan, like the little wedges. I took a biscuit cutter and I just cut little circles. And I popped them in a freezer bag and just to freeze them. So what I do is I pull them out and it looks kind of like this. So this is my little round, and I just put it on a piece of good sourdough bread, and I added my veggies to this. So I had the leftover pico, I had some carrots. It's something you can keep in your freezer. When you come in after a late practice or a ball game and you need some protein, you need something that's quick and easy. Pop it in the microwave or on the stove. When the egg freezes, it's going to have a little bit of moisture that comes out, but it'll cook out pretty quick. Again, if you're kind of on the stove or in the microwave, put it on that toast, pair it with the veggies, and it's quick and it's easy. Um, I hope it's something that y'all enjoy as much as I've enjoyed it, and it becomes a standby recipe for you as well. Thanks for joining us today.